Welcome back on main stage. It's great to do this in English again. It is a Dutch event, of course, but in March we started with the Smart Sensor Challenge. And it is not only about the sensors, it is also about platforms, about how to visualize data into information and to do something with that information. So we have the best 5 the companies that did apply to this challenge. We had 133 companies that registered for the challenge. We had 20 companies from the Netherlands that from real estate that asked us these questions, and they are now working to implement some stuff. The first man that I have on stage with me is the man that made this small sensor. It's really small. I have it in my hands, and it's Erik Verkrijgen. How are you? Oh, I don't hear you yet, so I'm going to talk a little bit more. Do you hear me? Probably, I guess, very well. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Erik, I found one of these sensors. Do you know where?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You did give a pitch, the winning pitch in MIPIM in Cannes.
Ah, fantastic.
And you threw all those sensors in the air, and I was the one that picked the one up. So thank you for that.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for helping out cleaning up the mess after pulling this stunt off at the stage.
Yeah, the 5 minutes are yours.
Thank you. Just first of all, it's really good to be here. And I would say it's an honor to be selected. Thanks, Walter. Good to see you again. And to the team that has been behind this. Thanks to all of you for showing such an interest. My name is Erik Verkrijgen, and I'm the founder and the president of Disruptive Technologies. We only have a couple of minutes, literally, but I would like to start to position ourselves into the future ecosystem of IoT. So, basically, we are all on a journey where the world will run more and more by itself. It will become autonomous. From the input devices, such as sensors, cameras, and keyboards, which are here on the left side, through analytics cloud, distribution cloud, and context clouds, through output clouds controlling the world. Clouds that allow services to be controlled, robotics, and machinery. And I guess you all have heard about Industry 4.0 and IoT, and this is basically it, and that is us inside this circle. We provide the input devices. So to the sensor itself, it's all made by us. The semiconductors, the microprocessors inside, the manufacturing lines, the radio communication, we have built it. It's always on. It's the size of a postage stamp, and it has a lifetime of 15 years. It triggers instantly when you touch it, and you can use it to gather data from the world around you. It's extremely simple to use. There's no passwords, there's no commission. You basically just place data points everywhere. And it's extremely secure. You can actually deliver us your encryption keys, and based on that, even we could not decrypt the information and control the system. So we start with touch, temperature, proximity, and water, and humidity, and we have also accessory for mounting this safely. But there's tons of sensors to be built by us over the next years. This allows you to pick and choose the application that you would like to integrate with yourself. There's also the general way that we work is that we deliver raw data on an API to other type of cloud tools, like I presented in the beginning. But we also have some simple dashboards and some what we call a DT Studio that allows you to manage the fleet of sensors that you have yourself. Some use cases, I'll not go into that very specifically, just enter d21s.com and they will see many use cases listed, but I would like to give you some examples. So in smart cleaning, we have extremely good ROI in the use cases that we're in. This is, I would say it's a low number, but to give you one example, counting how many times a washroom door is opened and closed and base the cleaning routines on that is something that we see. But also flush rates, empty for soap, empty for towels, and so Another use case is space occupancy, heat maps of where people are and not, tracking exactly at what desk they're sitting, how they move. It's an application that we've seen really skyrocketing over the last months. And this is a low number again, but we see many companies that is using analytics to improve this number even further, to save more than 30 minutes per employee per week. Remote monitoring of everything. And this goes into digital retrofitting of assets. It's going to become a huge opportunity, and it's just barely started. What we allow here is to instrument the asset, the buildings, or the mechanics in the building, and then know about the incidents before it happens. I've set up also a discount code for you so that you can enter tiny sensors on our webpage and check out a test kit. The good thing with us is that you can start very small and then you can scale almost infinitely. We support 100,000 sensors in an installation. There is actually no upper limit for cloud connector. So it allows you to start small and test it out and then build from there. And very happy to discuss further with you. Just let me know. Contact me on Eric with a K at disruptivetechnologies.com or on LinkedIn, and let's chat about opportunities. There's tons of them out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. That was amazing. I think you are from Norway, you're not?
That's right.
Yeah, we have Norway
in
and
Bergen, in the dinner room of the family. I'm kind of locked into this room.
Okay, have a nice day over there and see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. We go now to our next speaker, and our next speaker is from Germany. He's from Breeze Technologies, and his name is Robert Heinecke. Breeze Technologies is a smart sensor, company from Germany, mainly on the healthy working. So before we tune in with Robert, I will tell you a little bit more about our smart sensor challenge that we did in March. It started with NSI. NSE is one of a big real estate owner in the Netherlands, and they asked us this question: well, Wouter, we are looking for the best smart sensors out there in the world. Can you help us? And then we said, yeah, we can do that, but we want to do that together with the ecosystem. So we asked Schiphol and all different kind of companies. I'll tell you more after the pitch from Robert. To join this challenge, and they did. We now go to Robert. Robert, can you hear me?
Yes, hello. It's great to be here.
Good to have you here. Your 5 minutes are going in right now, and if you go over the time, I have a. So good luck.
All right, thank you so much. So hello, everybody. I'm the CEO of Breeze Technologies. We are a technology leader in the field of air quality sensors, data, and analytics. It's basically our mission to help all kinds of organizations to create a healthier environment through the smart use of environmental sensor data. We do that because air pollution has become the greatest environmental health threat of our time. Not according to us, but according to the WHO, the World Bank, and a couple of other international organizations. In many cities, you see situations like this where the smog is really ubiquitous. At least in Europe, it's often luckily not as bad, but that only means that air pollution is an invisible killer or an invisible threat for us. And current sensing technologies are not really cutting the edge. In cities, you have big bulky monitoring stations. Inside of buildings, you often have environmental engineers that just come by once per year or every few years and do some measurements. And this doesn't really help you to make informed decisions. And this is why we want to change that. Breeze Technologies delivers lower cost air quality sensors, both for indoor as well as outdoor applications that are calibrated and that give you ubiquitous data availability. We then also provide a turnkey cloud platform that helps you to analyze this data in real time, to provide intelligence, and you also have the data available through APIs so that you are able to also integrate it into any other smart building, smart city, smart industry, and so on platforms. But we don't stop there. We actually also provide recommendations from a catalog of more than 3,500 clean air actions. So we do not only tell you, okay, you might have a challenge here, we also tell you what to do to improve the situation as necessary. So these are our sensors, as I said, both applicable for indoor as well as outdoor use. They are 50,000 times smaller and 1,000 times cheaper than traditional air quality sensing solutions. But at the same time, they're still measuring all the different components of air quality as recommended also by the World Health Organization. The data is sent in real time to our environmental intelligence cloud, and we moved all the complexity from traditional air quality sensing to the cloud. So this is where we do calibration, plausibility checks, and so on. And this is how we achieve our high accuracy levels for our sensors. Here you see some pictures of our cloud solutions. So we both provide geoinformation systems to analyze the data. We provide business intelligence tools to analyze the data on a historical or on a location basis. And we also provide you with engagement apps. So for instance, if you deploy our system inside of a building, you can also visualize the air quality information in real time to the users of the building, if you want, to the employees. And some of the feedbacks from some of our projects that we did was that especially employees, they really feel their company is starting to care more about their work environment. Air pollution inside, bad air quality is really also one of the main causes of lowered productivity and increased sickness rates. And by tackling this problem, to start measuring and then also to start acting, you can also tackle employee unproductivity and employee health as two problems. Compared to traditional sensing solution, well, we are much cheaper and we provide digital data compared to other startups. We don't only provide data, we also provide you with solutions. We actually also have a couple of other use cases. For instance, real estate investors are currently approaching us and they want to make smarter investment decisions based on air quality maps from the cities. So in the future, air quality will be a huge topic, and it's smart to already facilitate that as part of your investment decisions. Here are some of the customers that we are currently working with. We're really proud to have such a diverse bunch. So we work with technology companies like Google, SAP, and Microsoft. We work with cities where we run the air quality monitoring networks, but also other organizations like NGOs and international governmental bodies. To just briefly tell you about one of the projects that we did, more on the outdoor side, together with our partner Microsoft, we launched the world's densest urban air quality monitoring network here in Hamburg, where we are based. And there it's basically about also correlating this with traffic data and figuring out, okay, how to optimize the traffic in a part of a city. We're currently a team of 12, have customers from 8 nations. We would be very happy to also welcome you as part of our customer and partner pool. And well, we are already profitable, so there's a less of a chance that we are not around anymore in 3 years as the chances with many other startups. So we would be really looking forward to talking to you. And if that's interesting for you, if you're either a governmental body, an industry player, or a corporate, then please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you so much. We go very quickly to the next pitch, and that is Maarten Ingenhaus from VINDEN. A little bit more about the challenge that we had. So NSE and Schiphol Real Estate joined very fast, and then 20 more companies. So we had 8 housing associations. We had the municipality of Rotterdam, the municipality of Amsterdam. So a lot of different kind of organizations joined our Smart Sensor Challenge to really ask us the right question, what we needed to ask into the world. And then when we did ask those questions, and we got a lot of feedback from startups from globally, 133 did join the challenge. The top 5 is now pitching for you. We had 177 more on a different list. So we had in total more than 300 companies that did apply to this Smart Sensor Challenge. And that was really awesome to see what is happening in the world of sensoring, about platforms, about how that data is going to be centralized in one platform, and then also to make information from that data, and to do stuff with the data. So I think that's very important. I think we go to the next pitch, and that is Maarten from VINDEN. No, I see some people. Oh, Maarten, can you put on your? Okay, Maarten, do you hear me?
Yeah, can you see me?
No, we cannot see you. Your camera is out. but we can hear you.
No.
Are you going to do this in Dutch or in English?
In English.
Okay, cool. Do you want to test it one more time to do it in...
Yeah, I'll test it one more time.
Otherwise, we just do it like this. Is that okay with you?
Even die andere doen. Same system.
Rapapa, rapapa.
Yeah, I see myself, but if you can't see me, then I'm not sure what's wrong.
No, me neither, but let's just do it.
All right.
People see me, I just look like Maarten.
Thanks, Wouter. All right. Thank you for giving us this virtual stage where I can address the Real Estate Futureproof crowd and my colleagues directly from our annual VISI Strategy Day. As you all know, buildings will have to change rapidly and adapt to a world that is no longer boundless. There is no alternative, which is great news. Yet, in this transition, we seem to emphasize more production and supply of more clean energy to fulfill the demands of our high standard built environment. Our industry simulation models are always good at quantifying what more we should do to reach a great building score. But we don't know always how to need less. That's why SmartSkin is here. SmartSkin aims at transforming every building facade into an adaptive membrane that reacts directly to outside weather conditions and inside user preferences. We do this by adding solar-powered sensors to your windows, by analyzing their data and turning this into local facade action. Open a blind, close a vent, you name it. We will control the entry of light, heat, and air through your facade, starting from the energy and comfort demands in your building. This is how you need less. Less energy for artificial lighting, less energy for heating and cooling, less energy for treating air. And this is how you achieve more. More comfort and productivity for users, more flexibility in your building's use, more impact in our industry's transition to a world that is no longer boundless. This pitch is an invitation. Maybe you worked with us before, maybe you are working with us now, or maybe you're still struggling to pronounce our company's name. The invitation stands. Work with our visionaires in R&D who are researching and developing new ways of activating your facade. Work with our projects team to find the potential in your building design and to get a grip on successful installation. Get going in the VISI factory where our production team is adding the smartness to your windows. Go commercial. Go to the group to let the world know that you're partnering up with the Netherlands' most innovative scale-up. Work with us to turn your facade into the main climate control platform of your building. Let's change the perspective. Thank you.
You have a big background. A lot of people love you, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Wouter. Thanks for the opportunity. Sorry, I don't have a video working, but I hope the message got across.
I hope so too. Well, thank you guys from VISI and have a great day there.
Thank you.
Okay, we immediately go to Finland right now, to Juuso. Juuso. Well, great to have you here. I know that you guys work together with, for instance, Prologis, and they talk only very, very, very good about you guys. So I'm looking forward to hear your pitch.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks for having this introduction. I'm happy to be here, present our solution and Haltian solution for this real estate event. And as one of the winners in this challenge, so talking about a little bit more about actually from the building perspective and see that how it's actually done. So if you think about new buildings could be digitalized during the construction time, but are they? If it's not required, I mean, usually the requirement comes from the tenant side. It's always seen as an additional cost during the construction, and there are even more old buildings that have not been built prior to digitalization. So everybody wants to have a smart building, but what does it take to make a smart building? There are a lot of buzzwords today. I mean, we know that, and the expectations are really, really high. There are not too many actual use cases for smart buildings, but nevertheless, we think one thing is for sure clear. It's that workers, customers, business visitors, they're starting to demand more and more, not just coffee machine and desk at the office. And one thing what we know for sure is that facility has to have a good air qualities. It cannot be too hot, or it's not too cold, or it just can't be too dirty. So how can we actually tackle this? With Haltian ThinkSee solution, we offer a cost-effective data collection solution for smart facilities with full integration to your system. You can reallocate your resources to your core business lines and critical functions, while we handle the data collection and transmission layer. Retrofittable and inconspicuous sensors are measuring different variables. Wireless turnkey solution makes the installation easy and fast, so no need for specialists. Even I have actually done the installation as a sales guy, so it must be really easy from our side. Battery-powered sensors, they last over 5 years, and sensors can monitor different variables such as temperature and CO2, occupancy and visitor counting in the facilities, provide the useful data for the applications. The system provides alarms when it detects the needs for maintenance, for example. So ThinkSee data collection platform is built with security and privacy as its main priority. Still, it's easy to install and scale with the same agility as your projects. We provide the integration to your system, the data you need, and ensure the continuity of its transmission so that you can focus on creating added value to services and to your clients. So Haltian solutions are really don't require any configuration, are easy to install, and easy to scale as the costs are predictable, and it works with any new or old building. So one of the most important features of the IoT solution today is retrofitting cost-effective wireless solutions in the buildings. It's imprudent to even think about that, making massive scale rebuilding or changing all the equipment to new one to start to get IoT data. So retrofittable IoT solution is the best way to start getting IoT benefits with fast growing large investments. So that is how simple it is and effective it's to turn facilities to smart with our solution and starting getting results. So really thank you for your time, and I'm more than happy to discuss in more detail about what we have done and what we could do.
Now, great, thank you very much. I think you are later on also on one of the round tables.
That's correct.
I guess everybody is, because we have a lot of round tables later today about different kind of topics within the Smart Sensor Challenge that we had. So good luck there, and thank you all. We now go to our last pitch, and that is one from the Netherlands again. So we're going to do it in Dutch, because we have a lot of Dutch visitors, of course. Moet ik altijd even schakelen, dat is altijd even lastig. Michel. Welkom hier in de studio. Michiel.
Ja, leuk om hier te zijn, Michel.
Michel
ja,
moet ik zeggen, ja Michel. Sorry, Michel Vermeer. Welkom in de studio. Leuk dat jullie hier naartoe zijn gekomen. Dat is toch wel makkelijker als je in Finland zit of Noorwegen of in Duitsland.
Het was een klein ritje.
Dit was voor jullie een klein ritje,
klopt,
inderdaad.
Ja.
Leuk dat je bij ons bent. Blokbox.
Ja.
Daar ga je ons alles over vertellen, toch, de komende 5 minuten.
Ja, daar ga ik.
Daar gaat hij.
Okay.
Succes.
Hele goede morgen. Mijn naam is Michel Vermeer en ik werk voor het Rotterdamse Blokbox. We zijn vereerd om hier als een van de 5 winnaars van de Smart Sensor Challenge pitch voor jullie te mogen geven. Compliment ook nog aan Wouter en team voor het organiseren van dit grootste online evenement. De afgelopen dagen is er veel aandacht geweest voor smart buildings. Het steeds slimmer maken van gebouwen door middels de inzet van technologie en sensoren, zaken als de verwarming, de ventilatie, de beveiliging of de bezetting, steeds verder te automatiseren en te optimaliseren. En hoewel wij zien dat er nog veelvuldig geëxperimenteerd wordt met waar die sensoren van toegevoegde waarde kunnen zijn, geloven wij bij Blokbox dat de beschikbaarheid van die sensoren op korte termijn een commodity wordt. Eenvoudig aan te sluiten, betaalbare en betrouwbare sensoren worden de norm. Die heeft straks iedereen. Dat betekent dat je onderscheiden van je concurrentie niet meer gaat over het hebben van sensoren, maar in hoeverre je als organisatie in staat bent om deze sensoren te laten bijdragen aan 1. Het structureel verhogen van de klanttevredenheid van de eindgebruikers van een gebouw. En 2. Het verlagen van de kosten gemoeid met het runnen van zo'n gebouw. Dat betekent dat de data en nog belangrijker de algoritmes die je toepast op die data een heel belangrijk onderdeel wordt van je onderscheidend vermogen. En wij bij Blokbase adviseren dan ook om die data en die algoritmes heel dicht bij je te houden. En die niet te verdelen over meerdere systemen van verschillende aanbieders. Dat vraagt iets van de manier waarop smart building concepten ontworpen en geïmplementeerd worden. En wat wij nu vaak zien is dat er een centrale plek ontbreekt waar je over systemen heen data kan verzamelen. Nou, toeval bestaat niet. Blokbase levert zo'n platform. Een eenvoudig te gebruiken platform waarin je op een eenvoudige manier en in eigen beheer data over systemen heen bij elkaar kan brengen en algoritmes kunt gaan opbouwen. Uniek aan Blokbase is de manier waarop die algoritmes worden vastgelegd. Dat is namelijk op een leesbare en begrijpbare manier. Er komt geen programmeur aan te pas. Je experts op het gebied van onderhoud of beveiliging of binnenklimaat kunnen deze regels zelf configureren. Bijna Jip en Janneke taal. Wij willen een aantal organisaties de kans geven om snel ervaring op te doen met Blokbase. En in het licht van de Smart Sensor Challenge willen we 3 partijen 3 maanden lang gratis gebruik van ons platform aanbieden. Kom naar onze booth om daar met ons over door te praten. Dat betekent ook dat er binnenkort voor een aantal organisaties iets te vieren valt. En daarom bieden we naast het platform ook iedere organisatie een confetti-kanon aan. Reden te meer om ons op te zoeken bij beursstand nummer 703. Dank voor jullie tijd en veel plezier nog vandaag. We ruimen het zelf op, hebben we beloofd al.
Ja, Michel, helemaal top. Waanzinnige pitch.
Dankjewel.
Leuk verhaal.
Ja.
Nou zijn we hier in ons clubhuis bezig om met allerlei partijen dit clubhuis stuk slim te maken. Ingie is gestart met allerlei sensoren. We hebben Hero Balancer. Kromwolter en Drost heeft hier alles geïnstalleerd. Koopmans die heeft allerlei verlichting hier opgehangen. Maar jullie gaan er ook wat mee doen.
Zeker, ja. We zijn er met een paar partijen in gesprek om de data aan te sluiten. En eigenlijk overal de leveranciers die hier een rol spelen, die data op één plek bij elkaar te gaan brengen. Om in overleg met jullie te gaan kijken wat je daarmee wilt doen en wat je daaruit wilt halen.
Ja, cool. Heel gaaf. Ja, heel gaaf. Daar kijken we naar uit. Daar kijken we zeker uit naar die samenwerking. Leuk. We gaan eens even hier de rommel langzaam opruimen.
De stofzuiger pakken.
Even kijken, pitches hebben we nu gehad. We gaan langzaam straks door naar de ronde tafels gaan we weer. En we hebben tijdens deze ronde tafels hebben we ook, zie ik, weer de 1-op-1 gesprekken openstaan. Dus je kan weer 1-op-1 kun je netwerken met elkaar. De hele dag door zijn er dus pitches vanuit deze Smart Sensor Challenge. De allerbeste oplossingen wereldwijd zitten straks aan tafel. Verschillende ronde tafels, die worden gemodereerd door of Tom de Groot of door Stephanie Duc, die hele challenge heeft begeleid de afgelopen paar maanden. Ja, ik wens jullie daar heel veel plezier bij. Natuurlijk zijn er ook een aantal andere ronde tafels die misschien nog wel interessanter zijn of net zo interessant. Ga daarheen, heb veel plezier en dan zien we elkaar terug straks om 11 uur in een opgeruimde studio, hoop ik. En dan hebben we B-Grid, Finch Buildings en een Smart Building Certification. Dus tot straks.